Latest shakeups within the Adams administration. First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright joined the growing list of now former members of Adams' team. She is the 10th to resign. News of her departure was quickly followed by the arrest of another official, Mohammed Bahi. He is the first person other than Adams to be charged in the probe. Bahi was arraigned this afternoon. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth is live in Lower Manhattan with more on these new developments and really what this could all mean for the mayor. Michelle?
Well, the mayor did talk a little bit about how he is running for re-election and how he insists there's nothing off about what has been happening because government work is hard on people. He also said that not one person is leaving because of the indictment against him or the investigation into him.
Big power shift today and a lot of confidence from Mayor Adams, who insists he's running for re-election and he's above board, always has been.
Follow the law is my #1 instruction that I give people.
But under arrest this morning, Mohammed Bahi from Community Affairs in court this afternoon, accused by the FBI of obstruction of justice and witness tampering, allegedly asking people to lie and destroy evidence, focused on a federal investigation of illegal contributions to the Adams mayoral campaign in 2021.
I will never instruct anyone to do anything illegal or improper.
The Bahi arrest, terminations of other top officials, and resignations, the topic in City Hall as the mayor moved Maria Torres Springer to first deputy mayor. She's leaving her prior job in housing and economic development.
I've walked your streets. I've supported your small businesses. I've helped build your affordable homes.
As Torres Springer was elevated, there were many questions about the 10 high-level people who have now left. The mayor insists the unusual number of people leaving top positions is not unusual.
The same people who were on the front line for COVID had to inherit the migrants and asylum seekers. This wears on you. Some people are departing because they want to do something else with their lives.
The mayor also said none of the abrupt exits is connected to his indictment.
Not one person that has decided to do something else with their life said, Eric, it's because so much is going on. Not one person.
But we should point out the man who was arrested this morning, Mohammed Bahi, who was in court just 2.5 hours ago, is charged specifically with charges that came out of the investigation that then led to the mayor's indictment.